The next word is dvi, which means two, and it is always declined in dvivachana. Na dvair maha. The of dvi doesn't change to ma. So according to Sutra 238, Tadadi Saptanam Sansarasya Aramaha Swadau Dasya Jamaha Tadades Daha Sahasau. The first of all, what we do according to that sutra is like we have dvi yukt au. So according to 238, Tadadi Saptanam Sansarasya Aramaha, when a Vishnu Bhakti, any Vishnu Bhakti follows, so we convert or replace the sansara of Prakriti with by a Rama. And then it also says Dasya Chamaha, that the Rama converts into Ma Rama. But so here also the would have converted to Ma Rama, but this sutra 247 prohibits it. That the of Dvi doesn't change to Ma. So that's why we do not change it. So it remains the only. So Dva Yukta Au and Odvai Au, we get Dvau. Similarly, Dvau, Dvi Yukta Bhyam, Tadadi Saptanam, he becomes A. And then we apply Krishnasya Trivikrama Gopale, Dvabhyam. Dvabhyam. Then Dviyukta Os, Tadadi Saptanam, it becomes A. And then Krishnasya AOC, it becomes A. And AI, Dvayoho. So Dvau, Dvabhyam, Dvayoho, Dvayoho. Like that. Yeah. Okay. Then the next two words are Yushmad and Asmad. Yushmad means like you in English, and Asmad means I, myself. So,
and they're all always plural, or they can be singular?
they can be singular, dual, or plural.
Okay.
Like I myself, we both, and we all. You both, and you all. So we have table just coming up. Yushmad Asmados tam aham adayah swadina saha. That Yushmad and Asmad, so the Nipatas beginning with Tvam and Aham simultaneously replace Yushmad and Asmad, and the Swadi that comes after them. The simple thing is, Jiva Goswami has not declined Yushmad and Asmad Shabda. He has just given the final forms so that we can just memorize them and work with them. I have heard that in Panini, these words have been properly declined. So, but here Jiva Goswami, he just says Nipata. Nipata means he just gives the final form simply. So here are the final forms. So this is for Yushmad. Tvam Yuvam Yuyam. Tvam Yuvam Yushman. Tvaya Yuvabhyam Yushmabhihi. Tubhyam Yuvabhyam Yushmabhyam. Tvat Yuvabhyam Yushmat. Tava Yuvayoh Yushmakam. Tvai Yuvayoh Yushmasu. This is Yushmat table. And the Asma table is Aham Avam Vayam. Mam Avam Asman. Maya Avabhyam Asmabhihi. Mahyam Avabhyam Asmabhyam. Mat Avabhyam Asmat. Mama Avayoh Asmakam. Mai Avayoh Asmasu. Like that. So he doesn't give the declension for them. He just says, gives the tables and asks us to memorize these two tables. And these are very important tables. They often come. Okay, so we need to memorize these two tables nicely. It would be better if you can just quickly write both of these tables, because the next 4 or 5 sutras will be based upon these two tables. So like I'm giving this 5 minutes now. Please write these two tables wherever you normally write, so that you can refer when we'll study the sutras now after this. Please write.
And there's no sambodhana of these pronouns because you don't address yourself as
Yeah.
I. Yeah.
No, no Sambodhana.
You could address some other people as you.
Yes, I mean we have Sambodhanas like bho, like bho, and yeah, generally we use bho, hey, and like that, but not exactly for these words.
Okay. You don't say hey you.
Hey, you is not here. That's English. Okay, I hope you have done. So we move ahead. Are you done?
One moment, Prabhu.
Okay. So the next 4 or 5 sutras, they are related to these two tables, and like few like options. Sankshodhani writes here. So in Ashtadhyayi, there are more than 20 sutras dealing exclusively with the declination of the words Yushmad and Asmad, but not wanting to burden the students with this, Jiva Goswami has simply given one sutra and a list of nipatas for the students to memorize. So, yeah. So in Panini Ashtadhyayi, there are 20 sutras, just more than 20 sutras, just to decline these two tables. Jiva Goswami, he's like, oh, you just memorized these two tables.
Yeah, the table itself is 21 things. So
21?
there's 21 entries in the table, so if you have to memorize sutras, then it's like more.
Okay. Vishnu Padatva Anvadeshetu Nityam. The words Vishnu Padatva and Anvadeshetu Nityam are to be added in the next sutras. So we move ahead and then we'll see what does it mean. Okay. Yushman, Yushmabhyam, Yushmakam ityesham was Asman, Asmabhyam, Asmakam ityesham nas. So please keep an eye on the tables you have written right now. So the three words Yushman, Yushmabhyam, and Yushmakam. That's 2, 3, 4, 3, and 6, 3 of Yushma table. Got it? So when they come after a Vishnupada, they are optionally replaced by verse. When they come after a Vishnupada, they are optionally replaced by verse, but they are always replaced by verse when there is Anvadesha. Anvadesha is similar to Kathitanukatana. We did that. So repetition of something which has already been said. Okay. So Yushman, Yushmabhyam, and Yushmakam replaced by verse. Similarly, Asman, Asmabhyam, and Asmakam, they are replaced by nas. Nas. And these replacements, these substitutions are very common. Very common. Tannaha, Shamsitum Arhasi, Bhagavatam, in Bhagavatam also a lot of times. Okay. So you can write in front of these words. So Yushman, Yushmabhyam, Yushmakam, right in front of that verse, and Asman, Asmabhyam, Asmakam, Nas. Okay. For example, Harir Yushman Avatu. Now Harir is a Vishnupada. So, and Yushman comes after a Vishnupada. So optionally we can place verse, replace by verse. So Harir Yushman Avatu or Harir Vo Avatu. Now it is verse. So when we have verse Yukt Avatu, then we do Sandhi. So we get Vo Vatu. So both means the same thing, Yushman Vo. Harir Yushmabhyam Rochatam or Harir Vo Rochatam, same thing. Harir Yushmakam Sarvaswam, Harir Vaha Sarvaswam. Then Harir Asman Avatu or Harir No Avatu. No. Harir Asmabhyam Rochatam or Harir No Rochatam. Harir Asmakam Sarvaswam, Harir Nah Sarvaswam. Like this. These are all examples of Vishnu Padadva when these words come after a Vishnu Pada. So they are optionally replaced by their respective replacements. And when there is Kathinanukathana, Anvadesha, repetition, then the change is Nitya, regular. For example, Harir Asman Avatu, Atho Nas Tad Bhaktaha Kripayantu. That may Hari protect us all, Asman. Then may his devotees show us mercy. So there is this repetition of this, we can say the object. So Asman is being repeated here. So in repetition, the Nas is replaced regularly, Nas, not optionally. Okay. That was one sutra. You can write these optionalities in front in the table you have written. Then the next sutra says, Tubhyam tavayoste mahyam mamayor me. The words Tubhyam and Tava, this is 4.1 and 6.1 of Yushmat. So Tubhyam and Tava, they are replaced by Te. Please write. Tubhyam and Tava, they are replaced by Te. And Mahyam and Mama, again 4.1 and 6.1 of Asmad. Mahyam and Mama, they are replaced by Me. Again, the concept will continue. Vishnu Padadva Anvadeshata Nityam. That if these words come after Vishnu Padas, then optionally they will be replaced. And if there is repetition, Kathita Anukathana, then regularly. Okay, so Tubhyam and Tava replaced by Te, Mahyam and Mama replaced by Me. This is also very common usage, substitution. For example, Haris Tubhyam Rochatam or Haris Te Rochatam. Haris Tava or Haris Te. Harir Mahyam Rochatam, Harir Me Rochatam. Harir Mama or Harir Me. Likewise. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, these usually are very, very common. Tanme Kshemataram Bhavit. Hana? In Bhagavad Gita, it is there. Tanme, I think Arjuna says in the first chapter that it would be better for me to be killed by these Kauravas. Tanme, so he says me.
So that's Chaturthi.
That's Shashti, Mama.
That's Shashti.
Yeah, Tan Mama Kshemataram. So that's Tan Me Kshemataram Bhavit. And yeah, like that. Like that. Okay. Then the next one is Tvam Mam Twa Ma. The word Tvam 2.1 Yushmad is replaced by Twa, and the word Mam Asmat 2.1 is replaced by Ma. Again, optionally when it comes after Vishnu Pada, and regularly when there is Katitanukathana repetition. Tvam Mam Twa Ma. Haris Tvam Patu, Haris Twa Patu. Harir Mam Patu, Harir Ma Patu. Okay. Then the last one, युष्मद् अस्मद् विष्णुपदयोर वामनौ द्वितीया चतुर्थी षष्ठी द्वित्वे न तु समासे न ते वाक्यादौ श्लोक पादादौ च 2.2 4.2 and 6.2 of Yushmad is replaced by Vam. 2.2 4.2 and 6.2 of Yushmad, they are replaced by Vam, and 2.2 4.2 and 6.2 of Asmad are replaced by Now. Again, Vishnu Padadva Anvadeshita Nityam. Optionally, if they come after Vishnu Pada, and regularly when there is Kathitanukatana. Okay.
Sorry, Prabhu. Which ones are those again?
2.2,
repeat?
4.2, and 6.2. Which means the Dvivachana of Dvitiya, Chaturthi, and Shashti. Dvivachana of Dvitiya, Chaturthi, and Shashti. So in Yushmad it is Vam, in Asmad it is Now. Okay. Then the Sutra says ahead, however, the Virinchis, which means the substitutions, the replacements, mentioned in the 4 sutras which we just studied, they are not applicable in compounds, the samasas. Nor are they applicable at the beginning of a sentence or at the beginning of a quarter of a verse. For example, so first of all, these are the examples of Harir Yuvam Patu, Harir Vam Patu. Yuvam replaced by Vam. Harir Yuvabhyam Rochatam, Harir Vam Rochatam. Harir Yuvahyo Swami, Harir Vam Swami. Then Harir Avam Patu, Harir Nau Patu. Harir Avabhyam Rochatam, Harir Nau Rochatam. Harir Avayuh Swami, Harir Nau Swami. Okay, Vam and Nau. Just so then in the sutra it was said that these replacements are not done or used when there is a compound. For example, Harir Asmat Swami. Asmat Swami means our master. So we could have used like in place of Asmat we could have used Nah, Nah, Asmakabhyam, Asmakam. But because this is a compound, so we do not use that. Then Tvam Harihi Patu. In this one, Tvam is in the beginning of a sentence. So we do not use the replacement Twa. We use the original one. Similarly here, Mam Harihi Patu. The beginning of a sentence, we keep the original. We can't use the substitution or replacement. Then also at the beginning of a quarter of a verse. So Krishnai Kasharanasyasya Tava Hanta Kuto Bhayam. Here these are 2 quarters of a verse. This is one and this is second. And in the beginning of the second quarter, Tava is there. So we can't use Te here. We can't use the substitution because it is prohibited. That's all. So here are the 2 tables finally. So you can match what you have done with this.
Oh, yeah, I wrote Nas, but it's Sararamayor Vishnu Sargo Vishnu Padante, so it's no. Okay.
So you can match with these 2 tables. So I hope you understood the replacements. The meanings are the same, only just 2 forms, optional forms. The Dvivachana replacements are not that common, but the Ekvachana replacements and the Bahuvachana replacements, they are quite common and often used. Like in India, when we say Namaste, Namaste, that is Namastubhyam, Tubhyam Namaha. So that is also te used there. So yeah, like that. Okay, so we move ahead. Kimaha ko Vishnu Bhaktav. The next word is Kim. Kim Yukta Su. So when there is Vishnu Bhakti following, so Kim is replaced by Ka. So Ka Yukta Sa Kah. So likewise, everywhere we replace Kim with Ka and then we decline it like Sarva Shabda. So Kau, Ke, Kam, Kau, Kan, Ityadi. Just replace Kim by Ka and then we decline it like Sarva Shabda. Yeah, so here we complete the Purushottam Linga in Krishna Nama section. I think tomorrow we'll finish this chapter, most probably. Maybe tomorrow or the next Saturday. This complete chapter, chapter 2 will be completed. So, any clarification, anything here?
That ka occurs in the Upadeshamrita.
Which one?
That ka.
Where?
I think it's verse maybe 9 of Upadeshamrita, or 9 or 10. Nectar of Instruction. And in 10 also.
Yeah, this one. Kaha. Yeah, so this is the same thing. Kaha.
So ka is also a name of Lord Brahma,
Right. Right.
but then it is declined like a Krishna Nama if it's referring
No,
to that.
if it's like the name of Lord Brahma, then it is a proper noun. So then it will be declined like Krishna word.
Right. Okay.
Okay, which verse we were on?
I think last time we did 24.
Right. Yeah, so 25th. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 4, Text 25. Stri Shudra Dvijabandhunam Traina Shruti Gochara Karma Shreyasi Mudhanam Shreya Evam Bhavediha Iti Bharatam Akhyanam Kripaya Munina Kritam. Stri Shudra Dvijabandhunam Stri Shudradinam Trai Varanikeshu Ye Adhamaha Tesham Cha. Okay. Trai Ved Trayam, I think. Yeah, Ved Trayam. Trayam. Na Shruti Gochara na eva Shravana Yogya.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know where that came from.
अतः इह जगति कर्म श्रेयसी कर्म रूपे श्रेय साधने मूढ़ानाम ज्ञानहीनानाम एवं अनेन एव प्रकारेण श्रेयः मंगलम भवेत् इह इति एवं निश्चित्य मुनिना व्यासेन भारतं भारताख्यम आख्यानं कृतं विरचितम्. Okay. So earlier we were reading, studying that how Srila Vyasadeva, he compiled the four Vedas from one original Veda. Then he distributed those divisions, branches of those four Vedas to his disciples, Paila, and so on. Then by the disciplic succession, all the teachers or the gurus, they further branched their divisions and distributed to their own students. And likewise, the knowledge was divided, can say, into many branches and was thus distributed. So we read that till here, Sutra to Shloka 24. Then in the 25th, it is said that Stri Shudra Divya Bandhunam Traina Shruti Gochara. The women, the Shudras, and Shudras are the fourth class amongst the four of the classes, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. And the Dvijabandhu. Dvijabandhus are Traivarnikeshu ye adhama tesham cha. Those who are adhama, those who are lowly amongst the three higher varnas, Brahman, Kshatriya, and Vaishyas, three varnikeshu ye adhama. Those who are not up to the standard, up to the mark of the three varnas. So Stri Shudra and those Traivarnikeshu Yadhama, they are not eligible or they are not qualified to hear the three Vedas, Vedatrai, or the Vedas in general. Na Shravana Yogya. Ataha, therefore, Srila Vyasadeva, he compiled Mahabharata, the narration of Mahabharata. Srila Vyasadeva, he compiled it, considering that by studying, for such people, Mahabharata would be the means of auspiciousness, Mangalam, for such people devoid of knowledge, Gyan Hinanam, in the matter of in their performance of activities, accomplishment of actions in this world. Ityartha. So basically, the first point is the women, the Shudras, and the Dvijabandhus, they are not eligible to study Vedas, and thus Srila Vyasadeva, he compiled Mahabharata, by which such people, such knowledgeless people, or such Gyanhin, such people who don't have knowledge. So for them, there could be auspiciousness in the performance of their actions in this world. This is the meaning.
This Nishchitya, what is that?
Considered, having like considered, deliberated.
Oh, okay.
Or yeah, Nishchitya could also mean like Nishchay, like determined, having determined that after deliberation. So Srila Vyasadeva, when he saw that they are not eligible to study Vedas, then he deliberated how can they achieve auspiciousness, and then he compiled Mahabharata like that. एवं प्रवृत्तस्य सदा धूतानां श्रेयसी द्विजाः सर्वात्मकेनापि यदा नातुष्यद्हृदयं ततः नाति प्रसीद what is this? Nati prasidadhridayah सरस्वत्यास्तटे शुचौ वितर्कयन् विविक्तस्थ idam chovacho dharmavit. Okay, yeah, just 1 minute, please. So, हे द्विजाः एवं वेद विभागेन सदा भूतानां
I wasn't sure about if that should that hyphen be there.
because if you see the verse, then they're separate. Sada Bhutanam. Sada is like always of the living entities. Shreyasi Vija. Anyhow, let's see. Ved Vibhagana Sada Bhutanam Praninam Shreyasi Hite Pravrittasya Udyuktasya Vyasasya. Is it Udyuktasya? Udyuktasya, okay. Vyasasya सर्वात्मकेन अपि अनेक उद्देशवता अपि हृदयमन्तःकरणं यदा न अतुष्यत् सन्तुष्टं न अभवत् ततः तदा न अतिप्रसीदत् हृदयः नातिप्रसीदत् हृदयं यस्य सः अप्रसन्नमनसा मनाः धर्मवित् धर्मज्ञः स व्यासः शुचौ सरस्वत्याः तटे सरस्वती नदी तीरे विविक्तस्थ एकाकी स्थितः वितर्कयन् चित्त अप्रसादे हेतुं चिन्तयन् इदं वक्ष्यमाण प्रकारं प्रोवाच स्वगतम् उच्चारयामास. Okay, so this is Suta Goswami speaking to Shaunaka Rishis. So he's addressing them. Hey Dvijaha, oh twice bones, oh Brahmanas. So Suta Goswami is saying that in this way, by dividing the Vedas, so Srila Vyasadeva was engaged Udyuktasya, Pravrittasya, Sarvatmakena. So he was engaged Pravrittasya for in the welfare of all the living entities. Okay, he was engaged for the welfare of all the living entities. And even though he was engaged anek uddeshavatapi, with all his heart, we can say sarvatmaka, anek uddesha, by we can say wholeheartedly he was engaged, or he was engaged with multiple aims or objectives, ultimately aiming at to bring the welfare for the living entities. So even though he was such engaged in such a way, still api, he could not find that satisfaction or happiness in his heart. Antah karanam yada na atushya santushtam na abhavat. So when he saw that his heart is still not satisfied, then tatah, then he was not happy at heart. Nati prasidat hridaya. He was not happy, he was not feeling that bliss in his heart. Then Dharmavit, because he was the knower of religion, Vyasadeva, then he sat alone, ekaki stitaha, viviktastha, on the banks of Saraswati river, in a pure, clean place, Shucha. And then Vitarkayan, he was contemplating the cause of the dissatisfaction at in his heart. Chitta aprasade hetum chintan. You know, chintan, deliberating. And idam provacha. And then he spoke as follows to himself, while deliberating, while contemplating. Iti artha, this is the meaning. Yeah. Okay. Was it clear? Then,
Yeah.
Dhrita Vratena Himaya Chandansi Guravo Gnayaha Manita Nirvyalikena Grihitam Chanushasanam. That Nirvyalikena Nishkapata Buddhya Dhrita Vratena Vratadharina Maya Chandansi Vedaha Guravaha Gurujanaha Agnayaha Cha Manita Pujita Hatesham Anushasanam Agya Cha Grihitam Pratipalitam. So Vyasadeva is contemplating and saying to himself, what do you say in English? Monologue, right? Monologue. We have a dialogue and then
A
monologue.
monologue is still can have an audience, so it's an internal monologue.
Okay, internal monologues. Okay. Yeah, we are also audience of Vyasadeva indirectly. We are listening his monologue.
Also a stream of consciousness. But anyway, that's not usually as sharp as Vyasadev's.
Yeah, of course.
Soliloquy?
I'm sorry.
I think there is a word that's soliloquy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
soliloquy usually also has an audience.
So
But yeah, that's a word.
yeah, we are close. So Vyasadeva is thinking to himself that Maya, see, we did Maya today in this Asmat table. If you can just check 3.1. So there is, you will find Aham Mam Maya 3.1. So it comes here. That he's thinking to himself that Nishkapata Buddhya, that my intelligence is deceiteless. I do not betray anyone. Nishkapata, there is no deceitful. My buddhi intelligence is not deceitful. It's deceiteless. And Vratadhari, and I'm like Dhrita Vratena, Vratadharina, and I follow vows. Now it doesn't mention what vow, but different vows. Maybe in the commentaries they would have, the acharyas must be explaining the word vrata, what vows are mentioned here. So now literally myself who take on different vows and who has nishkapata buddhi. So, and I have worshipped the Vedas, the gurus, spiritual masters, and the fire, Pujitaha. And then Vyasadeva is thinking that I've also followed for a Pratipalitam their instructions. Okay, so this is it, 28th. Then Bharata Vyapadeshena Yamnayarthascha Pradarshitaha Drishyate Yatra Dharmadi Stri Shudradi Bhirapyuta. Then he's thinking that Bharata Vyapadeshana Mahabharata Chalena hi Amnayartha Vedartha Pradarshitaha Sputikritah Yatra Bharate Stri Shudradi Bhi Api Uta Kimanye Dharmadi Chaturvarga Sadhakam Karma Drishyate Samyak Jnayate. Now Vyasadeva is considering that on the pretext of Mahabharata, like because Stri, Shudra, and the Adhamas among the three Varnas, they could not read they were not eligible to read Vedas. So Vyasadeva, he compiled Mahabharata, but Mahabharata was just a crux of the Vedas, or Mahabharata just like manifested the meanings of the Vedas, the principles of the Vedas in the Mahabharata. So in one sense, there is no difference. So Vyasadeva is thinking that Mahabharata Chalena. Chalena literally means deceit. But here we'll say like pretext, on the pretext of Mahabharata, in the name of Mahabharata, I have manifested, clarified the principles, the meanings of Vedas in Mahabharata. So yatra bharate stri shudradibhi api uta. So in that Mahabharata, Bharate, even the stri, shudras, and so on, they could understand, or they could properly understand the different kinds of activities, karmas prescribed according to the Chaturvarga. Now, Chaturvarga refers to
Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha.
Yeah, Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. So Vyasadeva is thinking that in that Mahabharata, according to Mahabharata, even Stri, Shudra, and so on, they could properly understand the activities which will lead to Dharma, Artha, Kama, and ultimately to Moksha. And what to speak of others. So they could also understand properly such, yeah, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So he's deliberating to himself, where did I go wrong? Okay, then, okay, so yeah, then we'll continue. What else he thinks tomorrow. So yeah, so we'll resume tomorrow with what Vyasadeva thinks, deliberates. Okay, so we'll stop here and we'll resume tomorrow. So hopefully, maybe tomorrow, the next Saturday, we'll complete this chapter 2, and then we'll have a final exam. Very good.
Okay, thank you. Dandavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.